What's Gucci? Honestly, I don't know why I just said that. Feel free to unsubscribe. I would totally understand. But anyways, so today is going to be another story time because you guys go crazy over these and so do I. They're my favorite videos to watch, so I'm going to film a bunch of them. And I will do other videos if you don't like story times. I do a little bit of everything here on this channel if this is your first time, like, discovering me. Yeah. You might be wondering, Grace, why in the heck are you wearing a halter top in the middle of winter when you live in Washington State? Well, it's normal temperature in my house. I like to pretend that it's summer when I'm inside and I wear all my cute summer clothes. Is that weird? I don't know, but I'm doing it. We're just gonna roll with it. So today's story time video, I asked on Twitter. If you guys don't follow me, then I have it down below along with my Instagram. But I asked on Twitter what story time you guys wanted to see, and a bunch of you said this one because I gave options. This is going to be the one of when I was a babysitter, how the dad tried to get with me. Now we're just going to get right into this. So this story takes place when I was between the ages 17 to 18. I was a nanny to my neighbor's kids, and it was two little girls. One was a baby, one was a toddler. I randomly met their mom. She came down to my house one day, like, selling Mary Kay products or something weird. We ended up talking, and I, like, introduced myself and everything, and then I gave her my number. She gave me her number in case she ever needed me to babysit or anything. So she ended up using me a ton. I babysat there like 5 times a week. Sometimes I would even stay the night there and watch the girls. I was there pretty much all the time, and it was really good money. It was when I was in high school. I did that for about a year and a half, I want to say. For the most part, I didn't really see her husband too often. He was always away, which was the reason I needed to watch her kids a lot. But the few times I met him in the beginning, he was very awkward. He would not really say anything, and if I said anything to him, he would get, like, kind of flustered and weird. It was just a very awkward feeling, you know, like, I don't ever feel awkward, but I felt awkward around him. We couldn't just have a normal conversation, you know, it was just a little bit weird to me. When it would be him, he would just kind of hand me the money at the end. That sounds really bad. Hand me the money after I was done babysitting, and I would just go straight home right after. I hated being alone there with him whenever he would get home. After a while of being their nanny, he started to warm up to me, and he would talk to me all the time, and it got to the point where he would be talking to me, and I had that feeling where you want to leave, but, like, you feel too awkward to just leave. I don't know, like, when you just don't know what to do because you feel uncomfortable and you really just want to get out of there, but they won't stop talking. He would honestly ask me really weird questions, like if I had a boyfriend and stuff, and like how many guys I've dated. So I thought that was super weird. He would just ask me weird questions and try to get to know me all the time, like ask what my hobbies were, and I honestly just, like, did not care. I was watching his kids for the money. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really care to get to know him, you know, because I had those weird vibes. I'm a vibe picker-upper, you know. If you saw my last story time, then you know that I pick up on vibes and I go with them. So yeah, he gave me some funky vibes. I never really said anything about this to anyone just because I thought I was imagining it, because sometimes when I was a babysitter, I always was like, oh my gosh, that would be, like, my worst nightmare if, like, the dad tried to get with me, because that's so disgusting and, like, really creepy, because I was underage at this time. I was 17. I continued watching his kids up until I was, like, 18 and a half, and one day the wife asked me to watch her kids that whole week and told me, like, what times I needed to be there and everything, like, gave me a schedule, if you will. I would always text her before to make sure she still needed me, because sometimes she would change her mind. I texted her and she didn't answer, so I just walked up to her house and she wasn't there and nobody was there, so I was like, okay. After that, I went probably, like, 4 months without babysitting for them, and then she randomly called me one day and wanted me to watch them for the evening. So me and my sister went up there and I watched them. Like, her and her husband were just acting so weird. Like, they weren't talking to each other at all, and they were just in a bad mood. So after this happened, I never heard from them again after I left that day. I would text her sometimes and ask like, hey, how are the girls? I miss them and stuff, and she wouldn't answer. And they were gone. Like, they literally moved. Like, they definitely picked up and left, and it was weird because they lived in a brand new house that they had just moved into, like, when I first started babysitting. And I went on Facebook because I wanted to see what was going on, so I, like, went on her Facebook, and it wasn't there. Like, I looked it up and it was gone. So I just thought that was super strange. A couple months after this happened, after they disappeared and after I didn't hear from them for a long time, a couple months went by and I get a DM on Twitter. Guess who sent it? Just, does anybody have a guess? It was her husband. And you know what it said? Hey, what's up? Wink face. The ugly semicolon smiley face. Like, not emoji, like nothing, just like that creepy wink face. He sent that and I opened it, and obviously on DMs you can see when someone opens the DM. Sent another one and he was like, how have you been? Let's catch up. I'm sorry, no. So yeah, he sent me like 4 DMs. I don't remember what they all said, but they were all really creepy, asking what I was up to and just weird things that like a teenage boy would send me. He also commented on one of my Instagram pictures and he said cute, period. I deleted his comment and I blocked him on Twitter, which I think back on this and I'm wondering how he even DM'd me on Twitter because I don't have my DMs open on Twitter. Maybe I did at that time. I have no idea, honestly. When I was like, who is this? And I clicked on his Twitter and saw who it was the weirdest thing. He was following 2 people. Guess what they were? The Seattle Mariners and me. And that's it. And he had no followers. He had no activity on there, nothing. Like, he wasn't using his Twitter. He literally just wanted to DM ya girl. I thought that was very, very creepy. I just don't want to deal with that ever again. That makes me worried about my sister babysitting and stuff. His wife was so cool and so pretty, so I don't know what was wrong with him, but he's obviously a slime bag just like Paul from my last video. So yeah, hopefully they got divorced or something before he did this. I don't know. I honestly have no idea because I cannot find his wife's social media now. But yeah, hopefully he's not like cheating on her or something, because she was a very nice lady. So I don't know what went on with that, but yeah, anyways, that is my story about how the dad of the children I babysat tried to get with me. Yes, he didn't like try to get with me, but honestly, like, those DMs though, if I would have answered, he would have definitely like wanted to hang out with me. Like, that's literally what he was implying. Why do I keep saying literally? Literally. But yeah, he was implying that he wanted to hang. But anyways, that's gonna be all for this video. And thumbs up this video for more story times. I have so many. Like, actually suffocating from this shirt. I'm like really suffocating. It's way too tight. It's not even stretchy material at all. I have to go.